Three, two, one. We are live, everybody. Sorry for the little tardiness. We're just trying to get a few things a little bettered. A little bettered. A new word for the night. Bettered. Come on in. Come on in. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. I know y'all just got the notice this morning, but y'all know it's Monday. Let's roll. Let's roll. I'm sorry. It's just been cray cray. Okay, a little cray cray. So
Just a little bit.
I think things will be under a little more better control next week. So at least in my life, I'm looking forward to that part. I'm happy they reached out to you though, so you'll get to write something maybe.
Yeah. Man.
Girl,
Writing
go for it. I did. Shit.
But writing is really not a strong suit for me when it comes to writing about myself.
It wasn't for me either, but it's very, very cathartic. Very is.
I feel like I feel like that's true, but it's
gonna be nice. It's gonna be. You'll see. The first one maybe, but I'm on my fifth, sixth one now, so I'm loving it. So
I was very.
Look, Robert's getting his book that
he's been asking you for
years. Yeah, he's getting his book. Come on in, everybody. Hi. Hello. Welcome. We have 2 out of the 3. We're not sure where Miss Purple Rain is, but hopefully she'll be popping on here. If she's like the rest of us, running a little behind. Just trying to get this whole thing called life going. Okay. Excuse my heat in the background. It is definitely cold in Cleveland. A little nip out. But we did not get the snow that Buffalo is getting, so I'm gonna go with that. Get you guys caught up on the football scores. Don't worry, we got them. Don't worry. If you missed some of your favorite teams or you were busy getting ready for the holidays, because they just in a couple of days. Yes, that first biggie.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a little. I'm delayed.
I'm really on time. We have someone that says birthday girl. Hello, birthday girl. Don't know who that is, but hello, birthday girl.
I'll take it. I'll take that advice. I'm gonna try that. That might be easier.
That's a good. Where was that idea for me, Lorenzo? Hello, birthday girl.
Who's birthday girl?
She is in our private chat. I'm curious to see who that is. I don't.
She's in our private chat.
Yes.
If that's the birthday girl I think it is, then that is my Camille, and happy birthday.
I can almost see her. He said I was in the corner then. You know what? You could have stepped out for that part, okay? You could have. Now you just go ahead and go run on back into the corner. If everybody else is bad.
Okay, so if you got something important, you can come out the corner. But if you don't, we need to make this work for all of us right now.
I see somebody. Do you want me to add you, birthday girl? Do you want to be added to the? We can pop you on here real quick, and then if you don't want to,
and I can say happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy
Happy birthday.
birthday.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday, baby.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
This is one of my loves right here. This is my Camille.
Hi, Camille.
Hi.
I miss
I'm trying to get her to. I'm trying to get her to come to EEE.
Okay, Camille, come on out and play. Come on.
You said, I'm about to go eat some shrimp boil.
Go eat some shrimp boil for me too.
Lorenzo says happy birthday,
Yes.
Camille.
The Golden Voice himself. He says happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the invite.
Okay, well,
Just keep watching. Just keep watching. You
can stay.
Or yeah, take it with you. You know, you can keep it on your phone. You good.
Okay.
Thank you. Love you. She is so freaking awesome. Oh my gosh. I have great, amazing people around me.
Of course.
And she just so happens to be here in California. You know, I got a lot of people here in California, right?
Oh, okay. Well, you know,
So she's from Chicago, but she's here.
I'm gonna say.
You said what?
I said you moved there. Don't.
Yes, I did move here.
Yeah.
And I love it here. I'm not complaining.
Oh, okay.
But I know how to go see who I need to see though. I can get on the plane.
Okay. All right. All right, guys. Welcome to another marvelous Monday on JewCee Tales Erotic Chat. I am your hostess, Ms. JewCee. And tonight we have one out of two of our melanated queens. We have one MIA. I'm hoping she'll pop on any moment. So
she will pop on. I believe it. I believe in her.
I believe in her.
I believe. I'm putting the energy out there. I believe.
We have Miss Siren in the house. Yes. And Miss Purple Rain, I guess, is here for right now in spirit. So
we're going to give it up for Purple Rain.
Yes, we will. Well, girl, how was your week?
My week was great, actually. I got to be on set this weekend, which is so fun.
Okay.
It's crazy because my best friend was like, he's like, how was it? I said, it's always a good time on set. He said, you always say that, but then you always got something to say other than that. I said, because with production, it's like Murphy's Law. Anything that could go wrong will go wrong. So in essence, the job when you're on set is troubleshooting and project management if you're a producer. I was not a producer this time, so I got to have fun. I was makeup assistant. I didn't have to do the stuff that I normally do, which I think I still kind of did some of it just because it's kind of natural to do. But I get to have fun and I have to worry about all the extra stuff. It was just great. And then after that, so this was my last, I should say, my last 48 hours. Yesterday I was up at 6 a.m., got to set by 9, was there till 10
there
p.m.
She is.
Then we left and we had an event to go to afterwards for a very special person's birthday by the name of Teflon Don. He knows who he is if he ever sees this. Happy birthday, bro. And I had a ball. I'm not sure. He's a California guy.
Heard that name before. Go ahead.
Did that and then got home at 3:00 this morning to wake back up at 6 to do it all, to go to work and everything else. Got off work literally a little bit over an hour ago, and here I am. I'm sleepy as shit. But I had a ball.
Good. Oh my God. Yeah.
And after this show, you already know.
Good night.
I'm already ready on my bed, I promise you.
Good night. Don't worry. Mine is pulled back. I'm ready to go. Jump right on in tonight. Jump right on in. And there is Miss Purple Rain. Thank you.
We told y'all she was coming.
I was like, where is she at? She said tourists be going so hard, dang.
We do. When we go, we go. But when we don't, we don't. We don't.
And well, this ought to be look the two of you. Okay, Miss Purple Rain, how was your
Yes, I want to hear what she's been up to.
how was your week, ma'am?
So I went to the cabins with Lady V.
Oh,
Yes, that's what I want to hear about.
It was nice. It was just a girls' trip. It was relaxing. And we had conversations, open, honest conversations. And it was everything I thought it would be. I got to get into a hot tub butt naked.
Hey!
Oh, Lord.
I know, right? It was everything though. It was the weekend I didn't know I needed. So shout out to Lady V inviting me. It was her birthday weekend and
Uh-oh. I think we lost her.
Oh no, because I want to hear. I'm like, I've been waiting. I have been waiting for this. Like, I knew she was going, and I knew I. Oh shit! What the going on? Okay, sorry about that. That was me. My bad.
Well,
am I back?
Yes, we hear you.
Your screen is frozen, but we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, it was just the weekend that I needed. It was so relaxing. The scenery was beautiful. I've never been in such bliss. I'm glad to be back home. I was well rested. That drive killed me, but it was worth it.
Oh, you drove?
Yeah, I always drive to Georgia. I don't. It's 8 hours. I'm good.
Oh, okay. I can see that then. Yeah, the show need to talk to me.
Lorenzo says she will never be the same after
a night with Lady V. I'm sure. That's why I'm like, hey, I want to hear all. But we don't need all the juicy details. I just want to know something.
There was no juicy details. It was a relaxing girls' trip. There was no juicy details.
Anyway, that's her story, and she's sticking
to it apparently.
Okay, so we're gonna let her.
I'm gonna go out and come back in because my screen is frozen and I don't like it.
Okay, we'll be here. Okay. It looks like Thundercat went. Thunder said definitely.
Yes, she did.
Definitely was blissful.
Okay.
Yes, hello, sexy ladies. Yes, Miss Purple Wayne.
She fed y'all good. Your back is big. Hat, big backs. Get it?
Well, I'm so happy you guys had I knew you all would have a great time, and maybe next time we can all go. That would be nice. We could all go. So,
okay. So who's in Detroit that you know?
I'm down. Birthday girl said I'm down.
Yeah, I told you. Let's go.
I can go to Detroit. I'm thinking about crashing that Christmas party.
I'm still kind of, I don't know, because I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go to Chicago next month.
I'm thinking about crashing that Christmas party. You 2.5 hours away. Whoops. Happens if Miss JewCee shows.
Oh, blissful hell will break loose.
Yes. What if I bring some stuff with me?
Of course you will. It wouldn't be Miss JewCee if she didn't.
Right. I really never travel without it. So there you go. But well, my week, guys, if you want to know what my week was like, it was about getting myself more organized and back on track. I got to end the year strong. So that is where I am at. I apologize for getting everything up late. But it has just been these past couple of weeks has just been me really hustle hard, and a little more better time management is definitely coming.
I don't know nobody that hustle like you though, for real. Y'all too.
Got to hustle hard.
the both of you honestly inspire me. I need you guys to know that. I know I probably don't say that to you guys, but you all are very much so inspiring at the way you get it. I'm not gonna say hustle, but the way you get it, the way you do what you do. You all are two very successful women, and I'm very glad to be in company with you.
Well, thank you. Wow, thank you. Happy holidays. So anyway,
Yes, a Taurus can be nice. A Taurus can be nice.
happy holidays. So let's get to these NFL scores because I know we need to get into.
Oh, really quick before you go to that, I got
Uh-huh.
one more thing. I am down 30 pounds.
Whoop whoop. I have not.
That is all. Continue.
Whoop whoop. Oh, I'm jealous. I'm not there yet, but I'm on my way.
Hey, absolutely.
Let me put it to you this way. I got rid of one big stressor, so that ought to help a lot.
Thank you.
I now have my workout room back. I'm excited about that. It's the little things. I'm trying to tell you, it's the little things. So let's get to these scores. We got the Bengals and the Ravens. All right. Or the Bungles. Looks like the Ravens beat the Bengals 34-20. And along with that, the Bengals lost their starting quarterback to a ligament tear in his wrist. So he is gone for the season. Gone for the season.
We never like hearing that. We don't like seeing people get hurt.
No. Do hope that Mr. Burrows has a full recovery and will be back next season, I am sure. Next, we have the Cowboys and the Panthers. Looks like the Cowboys handed the Panthers pretty good spanking, 33-10. The Cowboy girls are 7-3.
I like how you said that.
And the Panthers are 1-9. All right.
Can we call them the Cow Trans?
And then we have
Cow non-binary.
He's so silly. I don't think so.
Trying to be politically correct.
We'll just go with boys and girls. There we go. We'll just keep it simple. We're gonna do a kiss on them. Keep it simple, stupid. There we go. Next, we have the Steelers and the Browns. As the Browns lost their starting quarterback.
But
our new little rookie quarterback did a very good job. Congratulations to DTR as the Browns beat the Steelers 13-10. 13-10. Yeah.
I actually heard that game yesterday and was waiting for today to hear you say that score because I knew that was going to make you happy.
It was touch
and go. It was touch and go.
It was not a pretty game, but we got it done, and a lot of really horrible ref calls in this game. A lot of missed calls. For example, the opening play, we had a safety and they didn't call it a safety. It was just a mess. It was a mess. But it doesn't matter because the Browns won. The Squealers lost, and that's that.
I wish my PA could hear you right now because he had the game playing yesterday, and every time he even had the Steelers jersey on. He was like, "Yeah, we about to do this." I said, "I don't know." And Brownie's been looking really good this season.
And what was in our favor yesterday was our announcer of the Browns games is back from his hiatus and his battle with leukemia. Jim Donovan was back in the booth calling the game yesterday. They made him the honorary captain before the game started. We smashed guitars here at the beginning of the game. And so they gave him a guitar to smash and the crowd went crazy. And then on top of that was the return of Batman himself. Chubb was in the house on crutches but he came out for a few seconds, waved to everybody. Everybody went crazy, as we call him, the Dark Knight. So the energy level in that stadium was off the chain yesterday. It was a beautiful day in Cleveland. Sun was out the whole day. Temperatures were in the 50s. Yeah, we whooped. We won. That was all there was to it. So
Chubb was the one that got hurt the first game, right?
Chubb is the one that got hurt in Pittsburgh. Yes.
Okay.
He has had both of his surgeries to repair his MCL, and he just had his surgery to repair his ACL. Deshaun will have his shoulder surgery this week out in California. So they're going to repair a broken bone in his shoulder. But I do want to make a little caveat to my Cleveland Browns fans. Quit booing your quarterback, you dumbasses. Okay, I just want to put that out there. All right, moving on. Now we're going to talk about the Bears and the Lions. Oh, this is like a pretty close game. I didn't get to watch any games but the Browns.
I didn't get to see this one, so I don't know what happened. Please tell me.
The score was 31, Lions, Bears 26. The Bears are 3-8. The Lions are 8-2.
Nah, gonna talk shit to me. Damn.
Right now, it sounds so funny because they are saying that the Browns and the Lions are going to be in the Super Bowl. But we'll see how that goes. I mean, I know one thing. The Browns and the Lions fans will travel. So there you have it.
And it in Vegas? Isn't it in Vegas this time?
It is in Vegas. Yes.
Ooh,
Chargers and Packers. So right now, the Packers beat the Chargers 23-20. They are both 4-6. Next, we have the Cardinals and the Texans. Looks like the Texans beat the Cardinals 21-16. The Cardinals are 2-9. The Texans are 6-4. Titans and the Jaguars. Looks like the Jaguars had the Titans for lunch because the Jaguars beat them 34-14. Titans are 3-7. Jaguars are 7-3. Your Raiders and Dolphins. The Raiders lost to the Dolphins 20-13. The Dolphins are 7-3. Your Raiders are 5-6. The Giants and the Commanders / Redskins. Looks like the Giants are now 3-8 and the Redskins are 4-7 because the Giants beat the Redskins 31-19.
Or Commanders.
Or yeah, anyway.
The
Buccaneers.
We gotta be politically correct.
Yeah, anyway. I've been around too long. They Redskins. Buccaneers and the 49ers. Looks like them 49ers beat up on them.
Cowgirls. I love it. I'm sorry.
Beat up on them Buccaneers. Yay. So the 49ers won 27-14. The 49ers are 7-3, and the Buccaneers are 4-6. The Jets and the Bills. Looks like the Bills had the Jets for lunch because they beat them 32-6. Okay. The Jets are now 4-6. The Bills are 6-5. The Seahawks and the Rams. Looks like the Rams squeaked it out over the Seahawks. 17.
One of my LA teams did good.
16. 17-16. So your Seahawks are 6-4. Your Rams are 4-6. The Vikings and the Broncos. Well, looks like the Broncos squeaked that one out 21-20 over the Vikings. The Vikings are 6-5. Your Broncos are 5-5, and the Browns play the Vikings this weekend. So
Purple Rain is back.
Is interesting. I can't see my thing yet, so give me just a second. And I'm trying to find the live game. Oh, here we go.
The live game is
now
the Chiefs and Eagles.
17-7. Kansas City over the Eagles. All right. So those are your scores, guys. Yay. Hope your teen
Lorenzo,
did
you're amazing.
well.
You're amazing.
Here we go.
You're amazing.
Here we go.
He said binary cowgirls. I love it.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I love it. I'm here for that name. Binary cowgirls. I love it.
No,
I'm here for that
no.
name.
Okay. He said, and I'm in the corner. That's he's not saying
Both
that.
y'all go in the corner because y'all was arguing about it. I can hear the whole thing.
He lives in the corner. Let's let him have his little place in the corner. That's for him.
Wow.
All of y'all go to the corner. All three.
No, why? I didn't do nothing.
I didn't do nothing.
Y'all was sitting here arguing about what to call the dang on cowgirls.
I said cowgirls.
We arguing. We said cowgirls. She said cowboys and girls, and I said, "Can we say trans?" And then she was like, "Okay," and I was like, "Well, wait, maybe non-binary." I was just trying to figure it out. It wasn't an argument.
Okay. Y'all are too much. Goodbye.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's get to our topic, folks. This football stuff is whoo. So tonight, leading our topic of love bombing. Oh, this ought to be interesting, guys. Get your pen and paper ready.
You got mine.
You can get your shows anytime that you want. If you've missed any of our shows, go out to our channels. You can listen to them on our YouTube channels. All of us have YouTube. And you can also listen in our group chats and things along those lines. So without further ado, our lead tonight will be Miss Siren, and we are going to be talking about love bombing. Take it away, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Yes, we are going to talk about love bombing. And what we're going to explore what love bombing is, what it isn't, why someone might engage in it when it typically occurs, and how to recognize it. And most importantly, how to embark on a journey of healing if you've experienced it. A lot of people, like I actually said the word love bombing, those words to someone today, and they had no clue of what that was. They were like, "What's that?" So this is something that definitely needs to be talked about. So, what is love bombing? Love bombing is a manipulative tactic where an individual showers someone with excessive affection, compliments, and attention to create an intense emotional connection. It often happens at the beginning of a relationship and can be used to gain control and influence. Um, the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because we do these things when we love bomb people. In my personal opinion, I feel like we do that because of fear of not being loved the way we want to be loved or getting what we want. But regardless of anything, it's still manipulative and it's still wrong and it's still bad. So what love bombing isn't, it is crucial to understand that genuine expressions of love and affection aren't love bombing. So me just genuinely loving you and not really expecting anything in return is not that. And because some people, he's love bombing me. No, he might just love you, or she might just love you just because she loves you or he loves you. It's really that simple. Love bombing involves manipulation and often has an agenda, while authentic love grows over time and is based on mutual respect and understanding. So, Purple Rain did a show a while back on emotional intelligence. To me, emotionally intelligent people don't love bomb. They know what that means. It doesn't. They know that's not cool. What do you, so far, before we go any further, what do you guys have to think about love bombing so far, or have you experienced love bombing yourself?
Definitely, it came from a narcissist, and it was a mentally abusive situation.
What did it look like? Just give us a very quick overview what it looked like. You don't have to get details if you don't want to.
I didn't realize it was love bombing until I was already into it. I thought it was an appreciation in the beginning and wanting to be up under me. As it got into it, it was being overly loving on me while showing insecurities.
JewCee?
It was.
I'm sorry. Go continue. Finish.
No, it was one of those things where they told me they loved me early on, which I love hard and I love fast, so I didn't see anything wrong with that. But it was I don't want you to ever leave me. I don't want anybody else to be affectionate to you. The not wanting me to be around my family and always wanting to keep me away from everybody else that loved on me and had me feeling like the people that were around me before them that did genuinely love me intended harm to me and emotionally.
So that was intense emotional connection. Just trying to make sure that I can control the situation.
Mm-hmm.
JewCee?
Oh gosh, I have to go back in the archives of my brain. Which is pretty bad. But I would have to say, yes, it's happened to me more than once. I've had men that want to tell me, "Oh, I love you," and I'm like, "How can you love me? You don't even know me." Your first word.
Say
And
that again.
for me, it's a turnoff. It's a turnoff when you say you love me and and I'm going to tell you why it's a turnoff for me. For me, it's a turnoff because I know that love takes time. Can you be? Do I believe that people can have love at first sight? That's possible, but for me, not for me. It's just not for me. I can have lust at first sight. I can lust after you, but I I think because of what I've went through as a youth, I'm not open to someone's, trying to tell me how much I love you and you've only known me a week, or a couple of days, or I've had my my share of stalkers. I think it also falls under the category of uh, of stalkers. I've had people write me what all they want to do and all this other kind of stuff. I've had people buy me lavish gifts for "you just met me." I don't need a big, huge. I mean, it was cute when I was like a teenager, a big old teddy bear for Valentine's Day. It's not cute to me as a grown woman. A big, huge. I mean, huge, life size teddy bear. And then the pressure to, in addition to those things, the pressure for me to tell them that I love them. And, well, don't you love me? Don't you love me too? How come you never say I love you?
Because I don't.
Because I don't. Just gonna go with that. But yeah, and it's very for me, it's very uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
Very, 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 very uncomfortable. And for me, it's a lot of red flags, and it always has been. I can honestly say that. I will return your gift in a heartbeat. I will not accept it. I will not. Don't do that to me. Don't, because it's not trying to be mean, cruel, and rotten. I just don't believe it. Even though you may believe it in your mind, I don't believe it in mine. So I've had that happen to me more than once. Um, and for me, it's a turnoff. I think relationships have to take time, and you have to go get to know one another. you can have a lot of like for me, but don't pop up after like a week or a couple of times that we've gone out. Oh, I love you. I'm in love with you. No, you're not.
You don't. I
Right.
definitely I've definitely had it happen. The most recent one that I had, someone messed up, and I'm a very vocal person. If you piss me off, you know, I'm not. You're gonna know it's gonna be really quick, to the point, and at that point, I normally go towards the natural thing for me as a Taurus is my cutoff game. I don't have to talk to you anymore. If that's how you do, that's not energy that I want in my life. So I'm very quick to get rid of that. The person came back and was, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I hurt your feelings. Da 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 da. All that good stuff. And I'm gonna make it up to you. I'm gonna make it up to you. I'm make it up to you. Okay, we'll see. For me, consistency is very much so key, and your consistency is telling me that you don't have any. So, uh, I got a good 2 weeks, and I tested the theory literally. Just I want to see what's gonna happen. 2 weeks straight, the love bombs was coming. 2 weeks. Then all of a sudden, nothing. Once the person felt I was cool, at least in my personal opinion, I felt like he felt like I was cool. Then I have not heard from that person in a month. Or if I have, I wouldn't know because I there's no way him to contact me at this point. So, but then the other part of that is I had to look at myself and ask, have I ever done it myself? And if I had done it, why was I doing it? And to stop it and never to do it again. And I realized that part of people pleasing, you do love bomb because you're doing it out of fear of losing. It's not necessarily to
Mhm.
control. It is a control part, but it's not to control someone to get them to stay for you to just be like, I don't want you no more. It's really because you really feel in yourself that you're not worthy. So because you feel like, well, my job in essence, because to make me feel worthy or valuable, I have to do something. I have to make this person feel so great about me and feel really, really good. But what am I doing it for? If I'm doing it for or out of fear, how genuine is that really? And that's having to take a look within myself, like, why am I really doing this? Okay, I'm afraid of losing this person. Why are you afraid of losing this person? Because of how I feel about myself. So if that's how you feel about yourself, then maybe you need to work on you. That's where I came to with when I even thought about an idea that I could possibly be love bombing and why. So the next one is why someone might love bomb. People engage in love bombing for various reasons. It might be a conscious manipulation tactic to control someone, a manifestation of our own insecurities, as I just said, or a way to quickly establish a deep emotional connection to fulfill their needs. I did it because I felt like I wasn't enough. But that's work that I have to do on me. Um, do you guys have any other ways that or reasons why someone might love bomb?
Well, I think Purple Rain touched on it a little bit. Some of it is, if we're talking about manipulation and controlling people, narcissists, um, they start out like that, basically just, and I also find it is in an adverse way, I guess you could say, a way of controlling and manipulating all have to do with abuse. It's a form.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
It's a form of
Abusers
abuse.
usually do it.
And then because they feel like because they've done all of this stuff, because a lot of it's meaningless, a lot of it is, it's It's not original. You know, it's it's just like almost like going through the motions just to make sure that they check the boxes. Okay, Valentine's Day, big card, big bear, you know, Christmas time, uh, you know, things like that. It's just people that tend to check off the boxes of what they're supposed to do, but do it with no true feeling, no true um
Yeah.
no true morals, no true consciousness of what they're doing. They're just doing it to do it. And that's a
So
form of manipulation and a form of control. And definitely all of that falls into the category of abuse.
yeah.
And that's manipulative
I was
is abuse.
Yeah. I was going to say it happens a lot in mental abuse, but it happens a lot in physical abuse as well. So, what they do is if they know that they are an abuser, they love bomb you in the beginning so that they love bomb you hard in the beginning. So, you have this sense of bliss. So, when they start either beating you or mentally manipulating you, in mental abuse, you always have that thought, oh, I need to fix myself so it can be how it was. Oh, it's my fault.
Self-worth.
He only does this because I did this. Let me get back to who he thought I was, or she thought I was in the beginning, so we can get back to where we were.
Blaming yourself.
You're constantly blaming yourself and chasing what they did in the beginning, not knowing that it was never genuine. They did all of that to get you to that point to mess with your head.
And the thing is the blame part, I can understand the blame part. I think it's just coming from the wrong direction. The blame part is what you just said, in essence. Okay, I did this, so that made him do that, or that made her do this, or whatever. The blame part is not well, I did something to make them do something. The blame part is
Yeah.
I didn't love myself enough to advocate for myself, to love myself, to be able to recognize I'm not responsible for the things that I am being made to think that I'm supposed to be responsible for. I'm not responsible for how someone else feels. I'm not responsible for your ego. I'm not responsible for you to feel good about your life. You are responsible for that as well as I'm responsible for mine. So when I'm talking about the blame part, we do the well, I'm not doing something for to make him. You can't make anybody do anything. You are the only person that you can control.
I don't. I'm gonna disagree just a little bit with that. I don't think it's about a lack of loving yourself. I think that when people get involved in relationships, whether they're just starting out or they're moving down the line a little bit, you I'm getting
Yeah. Purple Rain, you okay?
Purple Rain, you there? And no. Okay. Answer
Well,
that
there we
question.
go.
I feel that it's not always about, sometimes it's not so much about self-love as it is that we want to be involved. Let's just say we wanted to be in a relationship with someone, or this person has got us, for lack of a better term, because when you're starting out, you don't know. But let's just say this person has you bamboozled enough. And you're believing that this person, okay, well, maybe this person does love me. Maybe there are no, especially if it's your first time in a relationship like that, or a relationship with someone that you is doing these types of actions and you've never seen them before, or you're a person that maybe you do enjoy. Maybe this is your love language, the gifts and the presents and the things like that, and you truly think genuinely that this person maybe they really do care for me. And because I always try to, one of the things that I learned about being in an abusive relationship is that they do not show their colors to begin with. They they get you in there hook, line, and sinker, because they don't come up to you and say, "Hey, how you doing? How are you, Siren? You are beautiful." And in about 3 months, I'm gonna start talking about you like you're a bitch, and I'm gonna start putting my hands on you. And I'm gonna, they don't come up to you like that and introduce themselves and say that this is how I'm going to be. They really have on a facade. And all of us, and I don't think it's necessarily always, um in my opinion, I don't think it's always necessarily a lack of self-love because someone cares for you, or you think that they care for you, or they're showing you the signs that they care for you. um but so that's why I just disagree with that just a little bit. I don't think it's always the case that someone has a lack of self-love. I think sometimes you just get fooled. It's it I know I don't I never didn't love myself, but could I have delved a little deeper? But I was
Were there some red flags
were there.
that you overlooked? Those kinds
Yeah,
of things.
yeah, you can I mean, people that are manipulative are like con artists. They're damn good. It's, you know, they're good at it. So they've had a lot of practice, and if they can get away with things, they get away with things. Um, do you want to be in a relationship where you have to do your due diligence, you have to be on high alert? You know what I mean? Like, you have to question every little thing that a person does for you, with you, to you. I mean, that's not much of a relationship. So people, I believe, we naturally try to accept somebody at face value. Now, when that changes, then it's a whole different ball game. How quickly did you recognize it? And we can always say stuff in hindsight, okay? Oh, well, if I would have done, if I but known this, I would have did this, and blah
Yeah,
blah blah blah. But that's hindsight. That's not true to life. I wanted to read what Moses wrote.
yeah.
He says sometimes people throw the word out there so easily because um, they're in that moment, think that they need to say it, but in reality, they aren't ready for the actions or sacrifices that are required to be in love with someone.
I think he was responding to us saying someone saying they
Hmm.
love you like too soon. So that kind of takes me to the next one. When does love bombing occur? So knowing when it occurs can help you kind of see like if it's coming up real like coming on real quick. Because honestly, a statement that I do not like, I need it, I need you, or I have to have you. It's that just really controlling. I don't like those kind of statements. But love bombing is most common in the early stages of a relationship when emotions are high, and this is what you're saying, JewCee, and vulnerabilities are exposed. It can also be used during times of vulnerability in the target, such as after a breakup or during a challenging period in their lives. So I think when I was saying in regards to the red flags, there are things that we see in people and we ignore them. And those are those signs that tell us, okay, this is where that's going. Before they even get to the, oh my God, I love you. I love you. I want to be with you. Um, I want you. Those, you don't know me. How do you know you want me? Like we said earlier, how do you know? It don't sound quite right.
But I get, okay, so here's the thing. All of us are older now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We've all went through, a lot, and with relationships in our lives. But when we were younger and we were in the beginning of getting into a relationship, because as females, once again, that's what we are conditioned to. Am I right or wrong?
Indoctrination at its best.
Is what we're conditioned to think and believe that we're supposed to be in is a relationship. You're supposed to. I had a boyfriend since kindergarten.
She said kindergarten.
I'm serious. Kindergarten through sixth grade. You think I'm kidding? I'm serious. That was Myron Wong. Kindergarten through sixth grade.
I thought I had a boyfriend in kindergarten.
Seventh through ninth grade was Billy, and then 10th, 11th, and 12th was Timothy. So I mean, always, belong to somebody.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to have boyfriends. Jackie didn't play that.
So there, I mean, you're supposed. These are the things that you're supposed to do. These are the things you're supposed to have. And then back then, we really weren't taught as females how any of this kind of terminology, any of this. Because if a boy bought you something, you liked it, you loved it, you wore the necklace, you wore the pin, you wore the jacket, you wore the whatever it is.
Because before someone even said the word love bombing to me, I didn't know what that was. I thought I'm like, well, he's being nice to me.
Exactly.
He must like me.
There you go.
Oh my goodness! Only to find out all he wanted to do was sleep with me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, like, you don't. When I heard love bomb, I didn't think about it like that either. I'm like, oh wow, love bombing. Well, isn't that what you're supposed to do?
Right. And we're still, as a society, not as individuals, but as a society, we are still teaching our girls, you have to have somebody.
You have to have somebody, and he's got to be this and all of that stuff. And then you got these guys feeling like they got to be this, the high value person, and then they may be high value, but in regards to money or whatever, but emotional intelligence they're lacking.
Mm-hmm. And after a while, all the gifts in the world are not the same as having the actual person truly care about you. The gifts you can get, it's just not, it's touchable and tangible. The touchables and tangibles are not,
because they can leave.
They can go bye-bye. Yeah,
they can leave.
And I learned that lesson after honestly, I think for me, because I did lose my parents at such a young age and my life was turned upside down. I lost the house, or the house that I lived in or grew up in. Everything that I knew as normal or as how life was supposed to be was gone in the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
And so the touchables and the tangibles to me, I never cared about, because I already knew that could be taken away.
Yeah.
That can be taken away.
Absolutely, it can go. So, how to recognize love bombing, which we were talking about. Intensity. Love bombing is characterized by an unusual, intense level of attention and affection. When
Mm-hmm.
and the way that I kind of comprehend that is, you'll have someone who you'll be talking to them on a regular basis, like every day, all day. They get that text message, hey, Grand Rising Queen, or whatever the heck they say, or whatever, those kinds of things. And then you always get that, and all of a sudden, it's like you ghosted. And it's not even a very, very long period of time. It could be like a couple days or 3 days. They're doing all of this stuff and they're talking to you breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Hey, Queen, good morning, good afternoon. Did you eat? Or good night, all that good stuff. And then all of a sudden, no longer hearing from them. And then, but you're texting, and then you hear nothing, and you're like, wait, I thought we was good. And then when you lose interest, that person wants to come back, and you're like, oh, whatever. The other one is quick progression. The relationship progresses rapidly, like I just said, moving from initial contact to declarations of love in a short period of time, which is what you said, Purple Rain. Yeah, I love you. I love you. You just met me 2 days ago. How you love me? Uh,
First of all, it's the I love yous, and we need to move in together after only knowing me a week.
yeah, that sounds like you just need someplace to live and you want somebody to pay for it.
Or the social media guys crack me up with the I love yous, and they've never even had a voice conversation with
I'm
me.
sorry, but if I haven't seen you in person and felt your energy, you cannot tell me that you love me. Because I can't tell you that I love you because I don't know you like that yet. And I understand, some things happen quickly. So when you said you love fast, you love hard. I understand that.
But that even for me still takes 2 to 3 months
I was just about to say this.
of of
You're not going
constant
to do that
and that's 2 to 3 months of constant quality time.
exactly. So it's like, yeah, you just met me last week and you said, "Oh, man, I love you. Can we move it?"
Yeah, no.
No. Quick progression. No. The other one is isolation, and I've seen this one. The love bomber may try to isolate their targets from friends and family, creating a dependency on them for emotional support. The first
That's
time I saw,
abuse.
Yep.
yes, first time I saw that,
Abuse. Everybody understand that's abuse.
absolutely, absolutely, complete. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. You go straight.
If your partner never wants to be around your family and friends, they're trying to isolate you. If they always have a problem with you being around your family and friends or coming around with you, your family and friends,
I,
that's a problem.
the first time I saw that and actually recognized it, my sister's ex husband did that to us. We're from Chicago. He was from Dallas. She moved down to Dallas. We were in Chicago, and it was almost like we couldn't have contact with her. And then I moved to Texas, and it was as though he was trying to get rid of me there. And I'm like, so you just don't want me around my sister. I see it. But then I found out that he was absolutely an abusive man.
Or you could be like my girlfriends who didn't hear from me in enough time and they rolled up 4 deep in a car with guns.
Oh, I was pregnant trying to fight that man.
So yeah.
I mean, that's what my friends did. They rolled real deep. My friends are good about noticing isolation. I think we all are now that we've gotten older, but yeah, we don't play them
Yeah,
games.
no, we don't do that at all. We don't like that.
The moment one of my girlfriends say, "I'm not going out tonight. I just want to chill at home with Bae," my antennas start sticking up because you ain't never wanted to chill at home with Bae. You always down to go to girls' night.
I do second guess that sometimes, only because sometimes that's actually what it is. I just want to spend some time with Bae. Really,
No. This is when I'm saying when it's out the blue, like you've been talking about us going out all day.
Now
you were excited. You were excited about this. You were getting dressed, and then all of a sudden, never mind. I want to go. I'm gonna stay home with Bae.
That makes sense.
What he say to you? What he say to you?
That makes sense. Do we need to pull up? What?
I am pulling up. Do I need to pull up? I am pulling up.
She said,
because we was just on the phone 2 hours ago while we were getting out our clothes. Don't do me.
Which comes to the next one, manipulation. Love bombers often use manipulation tactics such as guilt tripping or playing on emotions. Well, if you love me,
you won't go.
I don't think I've ever heard.
Now that's one that women use a lot.
You said what?
That's one that I found a lot of manipulative women use a lot on their boyfriends.
Well, if you love me, then you'll do this for me.
Men do it too.
No, everyone does.
Well, if you love me, you're not going to go out with the boys tonight. You're going to stay at home with me. Why do you have to go out with the boys? You love me. What is out there?
What you just
no, honey, let him go hang with them boys.
That statement that you just said was an actual order.
Right.
That was an order. You said you're gonna stay home with me. That's an order. Like, I'm sorry, that just felt like emasculation of men, and that's a pet peeve of mine. Anyway, before I move on
But
to
like
the
I
next,
said, and a lot of women don't see that as manipulative, but it so is. To tell a man that he can't go out with his friends because there's nothing out there but other women, that's your insecurity and shows your lack of control.
absolutely, absolutely. So the next part is how to recognize and heal for those that are being love bombed. Self reflection. Reflecting on your own actions in the relationship. Are you rushing into things? Are you ignoring red flags? And that was what I was saying at the first part. Sometimes we see things and we ignore that shit and we're like, oh no, that couldn't be. No, they showed you who the heck they were. Believe them. The next one is setting boundaries. Something that I had to really, really learn over the last year. Establishing and maintaining healthy boundaries. This is crucial in preventing manipulation. It's also crucial in preventing codependency. And when you're codependent, it's very much so easy to be manipulated. Um, I didn't. I you all know I've been with the same person for the last 26 years, and I had to learn this year that I didn't have any boundaries. Not saying that he love bombed me or anything like that, but having boundaries, setting boundaries is a way of healing that. So I know that, well, for me, it's the not people pleasing, so that I'm not doing it or it's not happening to me. But if you can establish some healthy boundaries, and with setting boundaries, to me, that goes back to the self love part. Because if you don't know what you need, you don't know how to set those boundaries. The
I
next one
agree.
The next one is seeking support. Purple Rain, this is your lane right here. Reach out to friends, families, or a therapist to discuss your experiences and gain external perspective. Like you said, I'm pulling up. Hey, what's up? That
But
people.
even for the person healing, understand that your friends love you and that even if you give them a hypothetical, they'll talk. They'll be that ear to listen. A lot of times, victims of love bombing and mental abuse enclose themselves in because they were led to believe that don't nobody else care.
Mm,
And also understand that you don't need to shoulder and burden yourself with all of the blame.
Yep.
Take your 1% or 2% from the situation. Maybe you missed something, maybe you saw the red flags and you ran to them anyway. But understand this: somebody that is like this, somebody that is a narcissist, someone that is a love bomber, someone that is a manipulator, someone that is a con person, they know exactly what they're doing and what they're going to do in order to try to control you, manipulate you, or have you in their lives. You are an unwilling participant because you thought this was genuine and real. And there's nothing wrong with believing that somebody really does care about you because you're listening to what they're saying. They're showing you with gifts and all this other kind of stuff. But then the party's over just almost as quickly as it began. And
mhm.
now you're kind of stuck and you're trying to figure out how to get out. And let's say you make it out. That doesn't mean you go into your cocoon and you sit around and go, woe is me. It means you recognize the behaviors that came at you and you try not to put yourself in that position to be hurt again. Because sometimes, yes, ladies, I preach it, I say it, and I mean it. I've done it. We put ourselves in a position to be hurt, not sometimes intentionally, but it still does happen. And that's the portion or the piece we have to own in order to start
Mhm.
the healing process. understand, what did I do? What can I do differently in the future? What can I do to make sure that I don't put myself in this position? And
Mm-hmm.
that's just totally being honest. It is not about taking all of the blame. It is not. There's going to be some things that you need to shoulder. And I know some people will tell you don't take any of the blame, but you have to take a piece, even if it's, like I said, 1% or 2%, so that you don't make the same mistake again.
You have to take responsibility for what you allow. And maybe that means you need to think about why you allowed it. But the next one is self care. Prioritizing self care and
My favorite
engaging in
thing.
activities that bring you joy and relaxation. And then the last one, which I think is very much so important, I am currently in the search for for my new one, therapy.
Hmm. My
Cons-
second favorite thing.
Consider seeking professional therapy to work through the emotional aftermath of love bombing, as well as figuring you out, why you do the things that you do, why did you allow it, what did you see, what did you think, all those things. So yes, therapy is something that I'm currently in the search for one. And I think both honestly, all of them, self-reflection, setting boundaries, seek support, self-care, and therapy, those are absolutely very great ways of recognizing and healing. Because if you can recognize yourself, nine times out of ten, what you see in someone else, you're kind of seeing you. It's a
Yep.
mirror. It's a mirror.
Yep.
Jalen, you're right. Self care is important.
The other,
Absolutely, Jalen.
the other thing that you can do, if, let's just say, and this has always helped me, journal. Journal. But how you journal is you write it down, you don't go back and read it. Get it out. And this is how I've handled a lot of things, especially with the death of my parents. I journal a lot. And I might go back and read a journal like 10 years ago or something. But what I've written this year, I don't read it. What I wrote last year, I don't read it. I write it, I get it out. If you can't afford therapy, that is a great way to get out your feelings and emotions, to simply just journal. You write down whatever it is that you want to write down. You can start to sort through some things. You can start to figure out what type of a person you are. You can start to recognize your strengths. You can start to recognize your weaknesses. But you have to do something to make yourself whole, because otherwise there's always going to be room for people that are not maybe in the most positive of lights for you. There's always going to be room for them to sit at your table or to come to your table and be in your life.
Yes. So if you've experienced love bombing, it is crucial to prioritize self-care and reflection. Seek support from friends, family, or mental health professionals. Establish healthy boundaries in your relationships and take the time to understand your own needs and desires. We be so focused on the other person's needs and desires that we don't even think about our own. So,
I need a booty rub.
man, say it. Okay, let me.
Any volunteers?
Jalen, I need one when I get off.
I need a booty rub. Somebody rub my booty.
Jalen, you hear me? I just need to make sure you hear me.
Say it again so he can.
Jalen, I need one when I get off. Meet me at the
All right.
house.
So there we go. So in conclusion,
Oh, yeah.
love bombing is a complex and often harmful dynamic in a relationship. Recognizing the signs, whether you are on the giving or receiving end, is crucial for fostering healthy connections. Remember, genuine love is built on trust, respect, and mutual understanding. And that is my show.
Yay, friend. That was
Thank
good.
you.
Well done, well done, well done.
I thought like honestly the researching now was like it was actually kind of fun because it helped me look within myself, let me look at other things. I also got to see other people's experiences and stuff like that. It was actually pretty cool. I really enjoyed this one. I'm trying to figure out what my next one's gonna be. I had fun. Thank you, ladies, for indulging me.
I'm excited. I love
Well, you
it. Thank you. I'm gonna go back and rewatch it and see what all I missed with my phone acting up
always come
today.
up with great topics, and I love the research that sometimes
Absolutely.
everybody can see that, and we're not arguing, we're not yelling, we're not calling each other out. Everybody has an opportunity to speak their truth and speak their mind. Even our wonderful
Correct.
guests, even though some of them have to go to the corner every now and then, but they're able to.
Lorenzo.
We're gonna have to give him an award at the end of the year.
At EEE. I'll give him an award at EEE.
Ooh. Yes. And speaking of EEE, JewCee.
Well, we're going to have some announcements starting the week after next. So we are going to just get your tickets. Okay. So anyway, we're going to have some announcements coming.
Tickets, get your tickets here.
Tickets. EEE is going down April 26th and 27th in Cleveland, Ohio. It is a 2-day event. It is a burlesque themed event. We have some wonderful live entertainment for all of you, and the Erotic 7 will be in the house along with a lot of special guests. So you definitely want to be in the house. You want to get your tickets. You want to sign. You want to get in the classes. You want to get in the seminars. You want to do all of this, and we are going to be hitting you hard, definitely after the first of the year. But yeah, but in December we're gonna have some specials for you for Christmas, maybe some stocking stuffers. So make sure you go out and get your tickets and join us at the Ebony Erotic Experience, the second coming burlesque edition in Cleveland, Ohio. Okay.
Get your tickets, get your tickets, get your tickets.
Where the hell did that come from? I thought I was the mistress around here.
Well, she's a mistress in training. There you have it. So, guys, we need to wrap this up because I need to get up early and hit these streets.
And I need to have a whole makeout session with my bed.
Okay, well, there you have it.
I'm going to go get a booty rub.
Everybody, I hope you ladies have a very wonderful, fun-filled food coma Thanksgiving, and I love you, ladies, and I wish that all the wonderful, wonderful feelings of the holiday season reach both of you and your families this year.
Thank you. Love you, JewCee. Love you, Purple Rain.
Thank you, beautiful.
All right.
I love both of you ladies, and I'm thankful for both of you all being in my life.
We love you too. Look at the little hearts. We're making hearts. We're making hearts. Making hearts. And we love our listeners. We
absolutely. Thank y'all for tuning in. Happy birthday again to Camille. Thank you, Why Not, for tuning in. Who we have? Jalen, Moses, Lorenzo. What was the lady that went? The person that went to the
Thundercat.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in with us. We truly appreciate you.
And make sure all of you that listen tonight live or listen on our different platforms throughout the week, please have a wonderfully safe and happy Thanksgiving to all of you. Remember, the reason for the season is Native American month, motherfucker. Okay. It ain't about the pilgrims, okay?
So ain't.
It's
about our tribe.
Okay, I am of the Lumpkey tribe.
You just made me choke, ma'am.
That's okay, you'll be all right. Swallow. I am of the Lumpkey. I am of the Lumpkey tribe. So, for those of you that don't know, yes, Miss JewCee has Native American blood in her, and that's my
And
grandmother's
so
trip.
do I. I know a lot of Black people say they do, but I actually have it in my direct lineage. My grandmother's family is from Cherokee, and my grandfather's family is from the Blackfoot tribe. So I got both.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna do I'm gonna do a DNA for myself because I got some questions in my history,
I'm gonna do one of
not
those
knowing
too. I want to
not
spit
yeah.
in the tube and find out. So,
Yep, I do too.
all right, you
I want to
guys.
spit in the tube.
I love you
Tell me
all.
exactly what I am.
I love you guys. We will talk
Love
soon.
you.
Make sure you guys stay safe, and we'll see you right here next Monday night
It's Monday.
live for more Juicy Tales Erotic Chat. We start at 6 p.m. for 6:30 p.m. for our folks out on the West Coast. 8:30 for Central, 9:30 for Eastern and Atlantic time. So make sure you tune in and join us next Monday night. Remember to enjoy, enlighten, and embrace eroticism. For my beautiful melanated queen, Miss Siren and Miss Purple Rain, I am Miss JewCee. Good night and happy holidays. Bye-bye.